We're in the central Serengeti here. In front of me are 3 cheetahs who are relaxing in the afternoon, getting ready for, I guess, well, I don't even know if they're getting ready, but typically they'll just be resting in the afternoon and perhaps hunting later. So since we don't know, we're just waiting and watching. One of them's just woken up. They're about 125 yards away, so even with my 600 f4, I'm really struggling to get some detail out of the shot and pretty much ready to give it up. But I have this handy little thing called the Teleconverter TC-20EIII that Nikon just made. It's a lot shorter than the previous version, which is the 20E2. And it fully functions with the AF-S and the image stabilization. So I don't use this with still photography because it just loses too much sharpness. I'd rather just not even take the shot. But with video being a lower resolution, and it is a nice scene out there, I'm going to go ahead and install the teleconverter so that I can get closer to the action. So I'll just show you a few pointers on how I do it. I have a special locking mechanism on my gimbal that will prevent the lens from tipping once I take it apart. And of course I lock down my vertical and horizontal movement. I also lock the ring. So there's a lot of dust blowing around in the air, and so the trick is to get this together with that as fast as possible. And I start with giving the highest priority to the image sensor being covered up. So I'm going to start with the back. So I've already loosened it, and so the trick is to get this off and get this on. And it's on. And hopefully not too much dust got in there. Alright, so the next thing to do is to balance the gimbal. Now you'll see that this locking mechanism has a little bit of play in it, and that allows me to check the balance without it going too far. That's about it. Okay, lock it down, open it up, and let's get ready to shoot some video. Much closer and still quite sharp. I'll now zoom in on my live viewfinder and make sure it looks sharp, very, very sharp, and manually focus it and lock it. And I'm ready to go. So that's the Nikon Teleconverter TC-20E3.